This is a really great question because a lot of us are finding ourselves in the situation of returning to work, for example, now that some restrictions have been eased from the pandemic. And so, as a person who's committed to this idea of nonviolence, I actually like to think of the question of setting boundaries in a different way, so that it's not coming from the perspective of speaking about what I don't want, but actually connecting with myself and speaking about what it is that I do want. So, this is my invitation to all of us who are thinking about engaging in conversations about boundaries that we want to set or ways that we want to be when we're returning back to work or in any situation, essentially, any type of relationship. That the value in looking at this idea of boundaries is actually about understanding what gets created as a result of putting what is often referred to as a boundary in place. So, my invitation to you all is to actually go through the exercise of getting clear about what is it that I would gain if I ask people to support me with this choice. So it's a little bit of a different question than how can I set boundaries within the workplace, which again is about stating what it is that you don't want. Really invite the question, which I find actually leads to a more productive and meaningful answer about what is it that you gain by sharing with people a choice that you have made. So if it's about wanting to, for example, have your door closed because you gain focus, then rather than letting people know that you'll have your door closed during these hours, for example, you would share something more along the lines of, one of the things that I have learned from my time working from home is that in order for me to have focus, that I find it helpful to have the door closed. So moving forward, I will be having my door closed for these hours on these days. By sharing what you gain and inviting people to support you and getting more of what you need at work, we're actually doing more to connect ourselves with people rather than putting up the walls of boundaries. I hope this is helpful. Thanks for the question.